Oh hey guys, I've just finished with my most recent project here, and here it is. It's a mini bass. Actually, a company named Kala makes a U bass, and I saw theirs and I got interested, but they're really expensive and I didn't want to spend that much money on a mini bass, so I looked up an Instructable on how to build one, and I made this one based on that. You can look that up too on instructables.com. And so here I have got a cheap little half-size nylon string or classical guitar, and it was about $50 I think on Amazon. And there you can see where the classical tuners were, where I took them out, removed those, and then installed these bass tuners. The bass tuners were just standard bass tuners, but the slot here was not thick enough or wide enough for these big heavy strings, so I had to use a Dremel tool to kind of grind that out on these top two, or the lowest two strings, and then these other two were just fine. You can see here on the back side where I installed those, kind of offset them so they would fit in the slots, and also had to use a file and grind out a little bit of space there for those to fit in. But other than that, they were okay. Here where the nut is, obviously a nylon string guitar would have 6 strings, and also not nearly so fat as these are. These strings, by the way, are made by Aquila. They're called Thundergut strings. You can buy them also on Amazon. They come about $24, or maybe your music store carries them. They're kind of rare, but they're kind of a rubber polypropylene something. I don't know. Really, really cool strings. Thus, the small scale size is able to get the full-size bass pitch. So anyway, built the nut this morning and put that in place there. And then going down this side where the strings install, we had to drill holes in the bridge there, and so the strings are 5, 4, 3, 2.5 millimeters thick, and so we used the drills that would be the appropriate size for those, and then just place them in, ran the strings out through the hole, and then tied a knot in them. The strings, the Thundergut strings actually come with a little plastic washer that is on the other side there to keep them in place and make it so that knot doesn't pull through. Okay, so since this was kind of a cheap guitar, I was not too afraid of cutting into it and doing all this stuff, and so I installed these electronic pickups. Again, these cost maybe around $15 for a pickup like that. And then I've got equalization controls here. I've got the bass turned up and the treble turned down, and also this particular unit is also got a built-in tuner, so I can tune the strings from there. Then on the other side, we've got the jack where the guitar can plug into an amp, and then the battery compartment here. So got that all put in today, and you're probably wondering, but how does it sound? Well, it's kind of not exactly a string bass sound, but let's see what I've got. Okay, well there's the unplugged sound, and it's really quiet. You know, you could obviously play that, you know, any time of night and pretty much not wake anybody up unless you're standing on top of them. So, but let's turn on the amp. I've got it plugged into a bass amp here behind me, and I'll turn the volume up a little bit, and then you can hear what we've got. Here we go. Okay, well I'm not really much of a bass player, but it's fun to play around and have some fun with. I'm hoping my students will enjoy this and we'll get to play it maybe even in a concert sometime soon. So thanks for listening and watching. Take care.